Wow, a huge shout out to my Sorted tier supporter. Thank you. You guys have seen me murder Pokemon. You guys have seen me not knowing what a lot of things are. You have heard me mispronounce things. Wait. I'm actually still doing that. But you have also seen me grow, treat my Pokemon well, learn things, caught things, and now I'm back for a new adventure. Hello you guys, I know many of you have waited a long time for this video and I really appreciate your patience. Before we continue with the next 100 days, I want to share some exciting stuff. First thing first, Pixelmon recently got a new update with a bunch of new things. That is great. And I personally wanted to add some extra mods, like dynamic trees, to make my world prettier. Therefore, I had to restart or recreate my entire world. But don't you worry. It is still the same world seed, and I copied my entire home base beforehand and pasted it right back where it was in the same spot. It's like it never left. I also transferred all of my progress from the original save. So basically nothing has changed, I just updated the world. But hey, I have a couple of goals this time around. First, I want to build a home. I want to hit level 100 for at least one of my Pokemon. I want to find all the remaining plates so that I can catch Arceus. I also would like to catch Mew and hopefully V.II. And there's also one more Pokemon I want. I want to evolve my Dragonair to Dragonite. And finally, I want to be able to Gigantamax one of my Pokemon. Special thanks to Complex Gaming for sponsoring this video. They have an amazing Pixelmon server that you can play on today. I have even done a 100 days video on their server and it was a lot of fun. So if you want to start playing Pixelmon and play with me, Complex Pixelmon is the server for you. Check out the links in the video description. But now, let's begin.
Wow. Look at this. I'm back. I'm finally back.
Okay, you may say, Kim, why are there so many people running around your settlement? Let's pretend these people are from the two villages below and they came to say goodbye, since I plan to leave this place.
Look at this, I've been away for so long. There's cobweb everywhere. And all my badges are safely stored in here. We're going to move. We're going to say goodbye to this settlement. But first, before we leave, look at this. It's like a Magikarp submarine. Team Rocket. Let's go down and check it out. What will I find in here? You telling me it's raining? I better get indoors. Ooh. Wow. A fridge. Ooh, that's cool. So how do I close the fridge? I can't leave the fridge open. Come on, look, close it. Oh my god, I cannot close it. Also this coffee mug? I want it. Now what is this supposed to be? I don't know what it is, but I want it. Marsha's super rod. That's nice.
That was really cool. I can't wait to see what else I might find. I also added this Waystone thing so that I can teleport and get around quicker. But it was raining and getting real dark, so I waited until morning before I left. So where will I go and build myself a new home? In my previous 200 days, I always wanted to find myself a jungle in the overworld, but I never did. Then, my Patreon supporter V.II checked out my seed, and he gave me the coordinate to the nearest jungle.
Oh baby, I'm sorry Charizard. I haven't flown you in a while, I'm sorry.
Along the way, I did get distracted by some desert temples. I looted both the temples that I saw, but there weren't anything crazy inside. Then suddenly, a freaking Groudon appeared. And I kinda panicked and fell off my Charizard by accident.
Off to a good start, huh? I'm off to a very good start. Look at this, we got a Groudon. Gyarados, I choose you. Alright, this is exciting. Alright, I want another one. I love those guys.
I already have caught the Groudon, but I wouldn't mind catching another. And we battled until sunset.
Oh, I got him! Nice! That is awesome. I have two of those guys now.
In the morning of day 202, I realized I was very close to spawn and the first village that I found. So, I don't know, for nostalgia, I had to check it out. I can definitely tell that this is my first village, but it changed a lot. The gym is gone, the buildings have moved around, but it's still pretty cool to be back where it all started. But I kept on traveling to find the jungle biome, and I arrived really quickly. I can't believe I was this close to a jungle biome for so long. It is not far from spawn at all. Either way, I'm super happy that I found it. And look at this, there's a boat here and a new tower. I'm gonna check them out later. For the rest of the day, I flew around and mapped out the entire jungle. Okay, it's a new morning and I'm looking around to find a new spot to settle down and build myself a new home base. It's a huge decision to make, and I don't want to pick a place that I won't like later. So I flew around for a long time. Okay, I flew around for a very long time and it's sunset already. The next morning I collected some coal to gain some experience points, so that I can travel back to my home base and get some of my tools and resources. But I didn't have enough experience points to travel back to the jungle biome. So for the rest of the day I spent most of my time battling some Pokémons in the Mesa biome. Let's just jump to the next day. I was back in the jungle and I finally decided where I wanted to build. It's deep within the jungle in a somewhat flat and open field. I started by setting up a little base of operation where I would have my PC, my chest, my crafting table, all the good stuff. At this point I also wanted to switch out my Pokemon party. I have a Dragonair that I want to level up, so I replaced it with my Groudon. Then it was time to prepare the area and remove some of the trees here, so that there will be even more open space. I am also so happy that I have these dynamic trees. It makes this entire process so much more fun and fast. I had to think about where I wanted to start building my new home base, and I was going to need stones, so I went inside a nearby cave and collected stones there for the entire day, and I started the melting process afterwards. Day 207, and I guess I wanted more rocks the next day, so I went inside the cave again, but this time I went deeper. I think I was just exploring and picking up whatever I could find.
Okay, it's a new day. All the things are melting. Oh, look at that guy! Look at that guy! Looks like a Digimon. Who is that?
Pincer.
Pincer? Oh, look at him! He's so evil looking! Alright, we got him. He's a bug, so he should be 140. He's level 140.
Yeah, I really regret placing my Groudon in the PC. I could really need him now.
Oh, tradition, my hero. Oh, look at him! He's doing it all by himself. Never mind.
Yikes, I got defeated and I realized I forgot to make or bring with me a healing machine. So I switched out my Pokemon party again with a Pokemon that was alive, and then I flew back to the Waystone and teleported back to my old base. There I healed up my Pokemon, and I also found a healing machine in one of my chests, so I brought it with me. Upon my return I was doing some more thinking, and I gave my Dragonair an XP share item so that it can level up faster. Let's get to work. What do you say? Another time lapse? I love doing this, and I think it is a much better viewing experience. But please let me know what you think personally in the comments. I have built myself a huge platform, but I don't want Pokemon to spawn on the ground. And to avoid that, I must fill it up with something. So I went back into the cave and picked up a bucket of lava. I was going to try and make myself a cobblestone generator. I have never done this before, but it looks simple enough, even though I failed, so I had to go back into the cave to collect more lava. Another day, another attempt, and wow, I am terrible. I'm actually the worst. I'm a true idiot. But eventually I did it correctly, and I had a simple cobblestone generator machine now. And I smacked those rocks for the rest of the day. Speaking of smacking things, have you guys smacked the like button yet? I would be extremely happy if you did. Don't get me wrong, I do like my cobblestone machine, but I saw a better one on YouTube, so I decided to build that one inside my home base. I was still working on the machine the next day, but suddenly another big boss appeared. It was no match against my Charizard.
I got him! That's good. What'd I get? XP share. Ooh, thank you.
I returned to working, but I'm making so many mistakes.
No, my goodness.
But eventually, I got the machine working. No, wait. I screwed up. The hopper is not connected to my chest. But I fixed it, it's all good. Can't believe I spent 2 days on this. The next day, I did a lot of this, smashing rocks, for the entire day. But hey, I forgot to tell you why I wanted to travel to the jungle biome. This is where Mew can spawn. So if I spend a lot of time here, it will appear eventually, right? Thanks to all my hard work from yesterday, I can now start filling my box with cobblestones. Sadly, I ran out of stones, so I went back to the machine to get more. But I somehow managed to destroy the hopper. So basically, I had to spend the entire day just fixing it. You know what? We will just skip this day and jump to the next one.
I just realized, if Mew were to spawn here, I barely have any Pokeballs. How many Pokeballs? I have 20 Pokeballs. That is not enough. I need to loot something.
I need to get myself out of here and get some money and buy some more Pokeballs. So I decided to check out that boat we saw earlier. It was a really nice boat with many cool things on it, but sadly no good loot or anything that will help me get more Pokeballs. So instead I flew around and looted some Poke Centers that I found. Eventually I did come across another boat.
These people are having a party. Look at this. That is so cool. Oh, computer and everything.
But it's the same story. Really cool boat, but nothing amazing inside. I was done looting and I have bought myself many more Ultra Balls. And I was back in the jungle now, continued filling my box with stones. The next day I was more or less done. Now I just need to add a layer of dirt on top. So I started gathering some dirt outside until I got interrupted by an epic scissor boss.
Look at that guy.
I managed to defeat it and earn some nice loot. Then I just continued collecting more dirt, and the next day I placed all the dirt on the top of my platform. Then suddenly the blue pincer returned and defeated me again. I forgot to add the Groudon back into my Pokemon party. But don't worry, I healed up my Pokemon and I switched out my Salamence with the Groudon. I am not about to lose 3 times in a row against this guy. It actually did manage to defeat my Groudon. At least it got half of its health before it got knocked out. What? My Charizard got knocked out instantly. So I pressed the run away button. I was so tired of losing, so I changed out my party again. This time I want to see what my V.II. can do. Once again the Groudon managed to take half of itself before getting defeated. Then my V.II. got knocked out instantly. All of my Pokemon got knocked out instantly. I seriously need to increase my Pokemon speed. Anyhow, I can't stand that guy anymore, so I gave up and continued working on my new home. I placed all of the remaining dirt blocks and built some nice steps up to it. I have already melted most of my leftovers cobblestones that I had, and now made them into stone bricks. I swear, this won't be 100 days of just building. I just wanted to get a head start so that I don't live in a dirt house at the end. My idea is to make one large super building with all of my loot, badges and more inside. But I think it's time to say goodbye and take a little break from building. I wanted to Gigantamax my Charizard, and to do so I need a Dynamax band, similar to my Mega Glasses. And to get the Dynamax band, I must complete a quest given by an NPC in a village. I looked everywhere, asked everyone for quests. A wild V.II. even spawned, but I don't have time for that. I even visited many villages with no luck. No one had that quest for me. So you know what? Let's focus on the second requirement. I need to make a max soup for my Pokemon. And I have to find a specific mushroom that only spawns in the mushroom island. So I kinda cheated. I looked up my seed online and I saw there was actually a mushroom island right next to my jungle. That is amazing and very lucky. So I flew over there.
There we have it. There we have the mushroom island. I see it. I see it. Land. I got Pokemon loot too. What do I even pick up? Look at this. Oh, I need more. More, I say. Max mushrooms. I need more of max mushrooms. Oh my god, there are not many of them. Where are the mushrooms? I thought they would be like all over the place here. Oh, we got one there. Nice. Oh, another one.
I had enough to make a single soup, but since I'm already here, I may as well just pick up as many as possible before leaving, and I ended up with 7 mushrooms in total. Upon returning home, the legendary Pokemon Latios spawned. I have already tried catching it once before but failed. Hopefully this time will be different, so I chased it down and engaged a Pokemon battle with it. Regardless of the outcome, I really hope I won't drown afterwards. The screen is entire black and I'm deep within the ocean, and there's not much to see. But I managed to weaken it a lot and I threw many Ultra Balls at it. Eventually, Latios healed itself back, and when I tried to weaken it again, I defeated it instead.
No!
Yeah, no, very unlucky and typical. I think this is exactly what happened last time too.
Oh my god. Don't drown. Don't drown. Don't drown. There we go. And it's all dark now. Lapras! Help me! I can't swim! Wait, what are you doing out here?
At least the next day I made a bowl and crafted a max soup for my Charizard.
Hey, I have this soup for you. Ooh! Oh, look at that guy.
And another boss visited me. I even got a new plate, I think. Not sure if I had that one already, but I will find all of them. For now, I must get my hands on that Dynamax band. So I traveled to a new village.
Are you joking me? Is that some sick... Groudon is cool and all, but nothing beats Kyogre? No, my... Tell that to my friend. Get in there. Close the door.
No quest here. So I went to another village again. No quest to get the band. At the end of the day, I learned that I have already completed the quest previously. So I put on my tinfoil hat and had some theories. Perhaps I completed the quest within the 200 days, but the item did not get transferred over to this new world. Or maybe the quest was active but now is deactivated since I transferred worlds. I don't know. But you know what? I think it's broken, so please forgive me. I decided to cheat by giving it to me via a command. What? The game says I already have it? But, huh? So I'm so confused at this point, so I returned to my home base thinking, aha, maybe the band is inside one of my chests there. I mean, what? Don't worry, at the end of the day, I finally figured it out.
Okay, you guys, I am such an idiot. Look at this. If I press this button here, here's a button I didn't know about. If I press it, bada boom! Oh! Oh! I didn't even know about that button. I could probably put this armband on me like on day 100 or day 200. I don't remember when I got it.
I feel like such a dummy. But hey, at least now I can make my Charizard really big. I'm really struggling saying that word, Gigantamax. I don't know. I also brought with me all of the plates from the old settlement to here. I have almost all of them, only missing perhaps 4 or something. I returned to do some more work the next day. I wanted to make a basement where I would store all of my items. As you can imagine, I have managed to get a lot of stuff over the past 200 days. I also wanted to have a grand entrance to my new building. So after placing the fence, I made 2 fountains. It's simple, but it looks good. Afterwards, I decided to finally check out that water tower. I have literally no idea what the story behind these are. Perhaps you can let me know in the comments.
Look at this. Pokeball. Oh, there's a button there. What does this button do? Nothing. Oh, there's a chest there. Stick. Knockback stick, alright. Empty map. You know what? I actually wanted that. I was saying to myself, like, how do I make paper again?
It kind of seems like there should be NPCs here, but I checked every floor and found no one. The only thing I found was a couple of chests and a huge banner, pretty cool banner. So I traveled to another tower that I've seen at the opposite side of the jungle. But it was completely empty too, so I left right away. But I saw a Poké Center in the waters and I wanted the blocks from it. So I started tearing down the entire thing, or almost the entire thing, since suddenly a wormhole to Ultra Space spawned. It's kinda hard to see with my shaders, but it's there. As per usual, my computer is somewhat struggling up here in Ultra Space. I'm just gonna be honest, it's somewhat hard to keep track of the days here, and I feel kinda lazy. I will not check what day it is before I'm back in the overworld, okay? And I will just combine all of these days into like one long day, I guess, and share all of the highlights. So what did I do? I just flew around and looted these structures. I must admit, there's not much interesting happening, since I'm just looting these towers, and I'm looting a lot of them, and I'm not really hunting for any Pokemon. I did, however, come across a Mega Beedrill. It was really hard to engage it. It didn't want to fight me, it seems, but the Beedrill should know it's not easy to escape me.
Where you go? Where you go? It's up there now.
It was no match against my Charizard, no match at all. But sometime later I did find a Master Ball in one of the towers. I mean, this is such an excellent way of finding Master Balls. It kind of feels like an exploit too, even though they are super rare to find. Okay, so now let's just focus on the plates. I must find as many as possible of those Ultra Beast loot balls, because they can drop any of the plates, I believe. Due to my shaders and the dense vegetation, it's really hard to spot them. So I figured I would only search in the desert biomes, where it's very easy to spot them. Okay, it's really hard to avoid searching a tower when I see one and they are everywhere, but I'm so glad that I did because I found another master ball. If I remember correctly, I'm only missing the flying plate and the splash plate. And I got the flying plate just now.
Oh, a sky plate! Oh my goodness, I'm getting all of them now.
Sometime later, I came across a big mega Kakaskan. So I took off my Dynamax band and put on my mega glasses, since I believe Mega Evolution only works in Ultra Space now. He was a tough guy and defeated most of my Pokemon, but I somehow barely won. And I'm so happy that I did, because look what I got.
I won a battle. Nice. Oh, I got an orb! I finally got the orb! Oh my goodness! Okay.
Do you guys think that wearing sunglasses is cool? If so, look at me! I must be extremely cool since I'm wearing 2 pair at once. I swear, I did not think about this originally. But I kinda found another exploit. This time it's all on me though. It seems like I can use these Waystones to teleport between Ultra Space and the overworld. I did not think about that before. But hey, what is done is done. So I quickly traveled back to my home base to just drop off the recent loot, and yeah, I'm just missing the splash plate now. So I quickly returned to Ultra Space again to search for it. I searched and I searched for an extremely long time. I even found 2 more Master Balls. We're going to catch some good Pokemon afterwards. So I kept on searching, and I even saw a Power Ranger looking Pokemon. I have no idea what it is. Is it cool? I hope not, since I didn't feel like spending more time here than necessary. So I let it be and kept on flying. And a very long time later, I finally got the final plate.
Oh, splash plate! Finally! Oh my goodness, I'm so tired of Ultra Space. Oh, get me out of here! I mean, I got a lot of nice loot, so I'm not complaining. I'm just really tired of being here.
Whoa, we are on day 237 now. I have been in Ultra Space for almost 10 days straight without even sleeping. That is a long time, I tell you.
Oh my goodness! I was in the ocean. That was almost a death trap.
So I went straight back to my home, and it felt really good to be back. Before going to sleep, I placed all of my beautiful plates into a chest. I also stole a trading machine from the Poké Center earlier, and I placed it inside my new home. I am never going to need it or use it, since I am completely alone in this world. The next morning, I decided it was time that I moved all of my chests that I had outside and carried them into the loot basement. I may as well just remove the entire little base that I had outside, as it is no longer necessary. Then for the rest of the day and the next day, I worked in the loot basement. I'm not going to do anything too crazy inside, but I want to expand the room slightly and make it as organized as possible. On the right side I'm going to have all my wood, rock and mostly building blocks, while on the left side I want to have all of the different Pixelmon items. Everything from rare candies to berries. But I'm not going to mix them together. High value stuff like rare candies will be in one chest and the berries will be alone in their chest. It's not 100% done yet, but I think things are getting sorted. What do you guys say? Let's go and catch yourself the legendary god Pokemon Arceus. So I must find the Arc Chalice. I've seen them before and I used to call them trophies. And you know what? I think I want to keep calling them trophies. If I remember correctly, they should spawn in the desert biome. And I think I've seen one around here at some point. But I couldn't find it. Then I suddenly realized I have an orb, but I was not using it. So I made a quick stop at my old settlement, hoping that I had a Firestone in there. Turns out I only had some Firestone shards, not enough to make a Firestone. Since I've already caught myself a Zapdos earlier, I wanted Moltres this time. So I kept on searching for the trophy structure, but I came across a water gym. If I remember correctly, last time I fought in one of these, there was a bug that caused the Pokemon battle to end, and I never got my badge. So I went on top of the roof and broke my way inside to the gym leader, Team Rocket style. But I landed on some invincible blocks instead and couldn't get down. So I did another classic Team Rocket move and dug a pathway under the gym, and it worked! Finally an opportunity to try Gigantamax my Charizard.
Oh, you think you're big? Look at my Charizard. It's so glowy and nice. I wish I could see it better.
I am fully aware that I did not bring the best Pokemon for a water gym. But hey, at least the Pokemon here are below my level. I won and got the Rain Badge. I'm pretty sure that I have that one already though. Perhaps the bug happened in another gym. Anyway, I continued searching for the trophy the next morning, and I looked up my first 100 days video, where I found it for the first time. The gym, and also another strange structure. I had to take a closer look. There was a trophy there. And I found the same village again. It had the same gym and everything, but the trophy structure was gone. Then I saw a flying gym real close, so I flew over there to challenge the gym leader. I want to see my Charizard out in the bright sunlight.
Look! It's tiny Charizard compared to mine. Oh, nice insta-kill. Wait, his Charizard is not dead? What happened?
It was an intense fight, but sadly I lost in the end, and almost died actually.
Oh no.
But I am not going to give up, so I flew straight back up there after healing my Pokemon.
He switched to Charizard. Oh, what a dumbass! Oh, his Charizard is so tiny. Look at that thing. I finished him once and for all, please. No!
And I lost again. Guess who returned the next morning? Yes, me. I am no quitter.
Alright, Groudon. Show me what you got. Oh, his Charizard is big.
It is still a very intense fight, but this time will be different since I brought with me some revives from the Poké Center.
You got a tiny Charizard and a huge Charizard. Oh man. Oh, you're my hero. Oh. Aha. What would that Pokemon do? Nothing. It would just die. Oh, I won. Easy. I got this Sapphire badge.
Okay, so I have been loading these chunks in the background, and it turns out the trophy structure is here. It has just slightly moved from the old position.
Look at what I have found, finally. Alright. 16 remains. 17. One. This is the final plate I'm gonna put on. Oh, put it in. Something is happening. Oh, that is not a Pokemon. A flute. What do I do with a flute? Where's my Pokemon? What do I do with this flute? You found a lure ball. Huh? Where? When?
Okay, so I'm really confused. I thought Arceus would appear, but instead I got a weird looking flute. The next day, I returned to my old settlement again. I picked up some things there, like my badges. I figured since my inventory was almost empty, I might as well bring some items over to my new base. Okay, I've done some research, and I found out I have to play the flute next to a time-space altar. I have seen many of those at this point, and I remember one of the locations very well, since that was where I found and battled a Mega Charizard. It is far away, but I started flying there. Along the way, I came over a village where a Snorlax has spawned.
Is that Snorlax? Hey, Snorlax, my man! Hey! Oh no! I threw all of my Ultra Balls. Hey, Snorlax, my man, come here. Do you eat my Ultra Balls? Come on, man. Do me a solid one and just join me. You want me? I will provide a lot of good food. I promise. When I bring you back to my home, I will make you food. All right? Like, wait, where are you going?
As I was trying to catch the Snorlax, Rayquaza spawned, and I got really stressed.
Oh my goodness, where is he? Legendary. Oh, there he is.
So I chased down a Rayquaza and tried to battle it. Then I became a complete idiot and pressed the wrong button and jumped off my Charizard, straight to my death. Oh my god, I cannot believe myself. And when I got back there, both the Rayquaza and the Snorlax were gone. That is so typical. Can we pretend this day didn't happen? Anyway, the next day I continued traveling to the time-space altar. And I managed to press the wrong button again. Seriously, how many times has this happened now? We are here now, and I stood in the exact same spot where the Mega Charizard spawned.
Yeah, there it is. Hell yeah. Alright. So today is gonna be a good day. Where's my flute? Are you guys ready for this? boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, he's big! Okay, it's not that big. Oh, he's pretty big actually. I take no chances. I will not damage him or anything. I will just take my Master Ball and throw it right at him. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I got him. Of course I got him.
Yes, I have caught Arceus, the most powerful Pokemon of them all, I think. I mean, didn't he create the universe or something? I celebrated my new catch by flying around and catching a Charmeleon that saw everything that happened. And then I caught a Charmander right afterwards. You know what they say, you cannot catch enough Charmanders. Guys, I'm sad. I'm still thinking about that Snorlax that got away. I'm not too bothered with the Rayquaza, since I've already caught one back in my previous 200 days. Suddenly though, a Charizard spawned. I threw a couple of Ultra Balls with no luck. But then I said, you know what? I love Charizard. And I'm going to do this for you, Rich J. I'm going to prove to you that Charizard is not overrated by catching it with a Master Ball. Oh man, I think I have like 3 or 4 Charizard now. But I stayed in this village for the rest of the day and I hoped that Snorlax would reappear. Sadly, it never did and I returned home. I almost forgot about the orb again, so I went down to my little cave to gather the fire shards down there. Then I went back into my crib and crafted the firestone and turned my orb into an orb of fairy soul. I need to start filling this orb up. So I went outside to battle some Pokemon and another pincer boss appeared. It freaking defeated my god Pokemon. Imagine that. A bug defeating a god. Anyway, I actually did end up winning the battle. Feels good. Turns out I didn't have a healing machine here anymore, cause I broke the one I had outside. So I crafted a new one and placed it next to my trading machine. Okay, so I have been here in the jungle for around 40 days, give or take. But Mew has not appeared. And I just learned that after this newest update, Mew doesn't spawn in the jungle anymore. Mew only spawns in a jungle temple. But there's some good news. I forgot to mention this earlier, but there's a jungle temple right next to my settlement. So I went there and I searched for the Mew inside the dark temple. It was quiet. Too quiet. There were no Mew, but I decided to hang out here for the rest of the day and battle Pokemon, so that my orb hopefully fills up within the last 50 days. The next morning I was still waiting at the jungle temple, but with a twist. There's a small water pond right next to the temple, so I decided to do some fishing while I waited for Mew to appear. And during the night I took a little break to gather some sand for later. Yes, I am still out here patiently waiting for Mew. I mean, that was one of my goals, and it's too late to back out now. Wow, we are on day 250, my guys. I hope you have enjoyed the video so far, even though there's not much happening at this very moment. At least I'm slowly filling up my orb. So, Mew still haven't appeared. Perhaps I must do something nice for it. So I decided to give a gift to Mew to make it believe that I'm only here to say hi and not catch it. So I placed a chest and a hopper inside the temple, decorated it with the nicest flower I found. Then I dropped a lot of valuable things. If this doesn't convince Mew to appear, I don't know what will. Then the waiting game continues as I try to see how long I could throw my Pokeballs. So I need to take a little break and do something else and give Mew some space as well. So I spent some days building on my settlement. 4 days straight with just building. It was a lot of fun and was really hard to stop. If I had all time in the world, I would just continue doing this forever. We are on day 255 now, and I returned back to the jungle temple again to fight some Pokemon and wait for Mew to spawn. It's a new morning and guess where I am? Yes, I'm still here and waiting. How many days have it been now? I mean, didn't Mew appreciate my gifts? Maybe Mew doesn't care about expensive things like rubies and diamonds and prefer playful things like sticks. Just some simple fun sticks. So I dropped a bunch of them into the hopper. And then I just continued waiting.
What is my Charizard doing? It's acting all crazy. Are you also disappointed there's no Mew here? What's gone into you?
Before the day was over, I placed one of those maps inside my home. I want to prepare and build some new machines like a cloning machine, but I need to hammer my aluminium ingots into plates. I figured the best place to do so was on the roof of the temple. Hopefully this will wake up Mew. And around sunset, I defeated the blue pincer boss using my Gigantamax Charizard. I didn't go to sleep afterwards. Instead, I crafted a bunch of different pieces and machines in my basement, since I wanted to build a little laboratory on the second floor of my building, and I started constructing the staircase up in the morning.
Whoa, look at the poor Magikarp. Oh my goodness. How did you end up there? There's a big one. I have a plan. You're gonna catch it. Then we're gonna find the Magikarp that we just caught. Pikachu? Pikachu! Did I do it? Did I do it correctly? Oh man! Oh man, he's still on fire! Stop being on fire! Oh my goodness! Oh, he stopped. He stopped. Oh, is he angry at me or something? Oh my goodness, what is going on? We got a boss here too. Thank you, Pikachu. Look at that guy. He's all bloody and stuff. Oh my goodness.
That was awesome. I always wanted to get myself a zombie Gyarados. It looked insanely cool. And then me and Pikachu just waited for Mew to appear.
Oh, Pikachu, you bad. Pikachu, you're real bad. How could you do that? Oh my goodness, look at that guy. He looks so good and evil. He doesn't fit in at all.
I've been waiting for so long now, and I'm kinda tired of flying back and forth to sleep. So you know what? I'm going to set up a nice little camp right here on top of the temple.
Okay, Charizard, I could need your help here. If you could be so kind and just lit this on fire. There you go. Thank you.
And just do what I've been doing for a very long time already.
Alright, so new morning on the Mew campsite.
I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I have done everything that I can. I've made a campsite. I have given Mew gifts, multiple gifts actually. And I've made a lot of noise. What else can a guy like me do to get a Mew? Yet another freaking boring day out there. Let's jump to the next day. It's not raining. This is my tears. I am so incredibly tired of waiting here. The only silver lining is that my orb is half full now. So I guess I got that going for me. Never mind, I'm actually going insane. Just listen to me.
Mew! Mew! Mew mew! Mew mew!
At least the next day I had a new cool visitor. I defeated it and got some nice things. So hey, let's take a little pause from the video and discuss something. As you can imagine, I am very frustrated at this point. So I made a copy of my world and used some commands. First, I checked the legendary spawn chance, and there's a 30% chance that a legendary will spawn. And if a legendary does spawn, there's a 100% chance that that Pokemon will be Mew. And since I've been here for like 15 days or something, it is very unlikely that Mew have not spawned yet. So I did another command. I used a forced legendary spawn command that forces a legendary Pokemon to spawn in my location. But it failed. Strange, right? And I did it multiple times, but it kept failing. So I talked and shared my frustration with the Pixelmon developers. I spoke to Easy and Whoop, really nice people by the way. But if I understood them correctly, the Pokemon structure spawn is somewhat flawed in this update. And I think it was because the structures are too tight and small. And I noticed in my testing, when I force spawned a legendary multiple times, suddenly it would work. And if I expanded the size of the temple, it will spawn even more frequently. So you know what? Let's jump back to my world again. And I decided to just spam the legendary spawn button until Mew actually spawned. It was not how I hoped it would be, but I kinda think I deserve it. Leave me a comment saying what you think. So I found a Mew outside of the temple actually. That's kinda weird.
Hey friend! Oh, I love you!
And I caught it using my Master Ball.
Nice, we got a Mew! Huh? Mew's a mythical Pokemon?
So I finally said goodbye to the Mew campsite and returned home and switched around my Pokemon party. Then I flew to another Pokemon center to tear it down and get some more blocks. I wanted to use those blocks to build a laboratory, and I started constructing the next day. It was going to be somewhat small, and I wanted it to be a white clean room with all type of machines. Fossil cleaner, the other fossil machine, and of course the Pokemon cloning machine. For fun, I decided to have a redstone light switch to make it even more fancy. Then I stayed down in my basement working and creating all the pieces that I needed for the cloning machine. Suddenly though, a legendary Pokemon spawned, so I went out in the dark jungle to search for it.
It's hurting. Oh no. Is Legendary gonna die? Is Legendary gonna die? Is it up in a tree? There it is. I see it. It's hurting. The Legendary is gonna die. The Legendary is gonna die. So rude.
Great, I found it. But something that is not as great, I only have one Master Ball left. And I'm not sure if I want to use it on this legendary Jungle Monkey. So I spent the entire night just weakening it and throwing a lot of Ultra Balls. But it refused to be caught. Man, I screwed up. I really regret wasting that one Master Ball on the Charizard. That was dumb of me. And a long time later, I have used up all of my Ultra Balls. And I had no other option but defeating it. I kinda wish the redstone lights were brighter, but this is very cool. The next morning, I returned back to my old settlement to get some stuff. Nothing crazy, just some blocks and things. I also returned to the old new campsite again and took some blocks there. Honestly not sure why. Here's the thing. Apparently I'm not recording my microphone during this gameplay. So I don't know what I was thinking at the time. I didn't write down any notes either. Okay, this I do remember. I was all out of aluminum ingots, so I couldn't finish my cloning machine. So I went down into the cave to mine some bauxite ores. But there was a slight problem. I didn't know how those ores looked, and I mined the wrong ores for a long time. Fun fact though, turns out there's actually a mine shaft right under my base. Yeah, I spent a long time down here, still not knowing what ore I'm supposed to find. But hey, these caves looks extremely cool, and they are very large. I even found and caught a Dratini at the bottom of one of the underground lakes here. It's a shame we don't have any of my in-game reactions to all of this. At least I finally found out what the bauxite ores looks like. If I'm being honest, they are way too similar to regular iron ore. But I returned to my base and started the melting process. The next day I turned those ingots into plates, and not too long after I finally crafted a cloning machine and went straight up to my lab with it. It looks really great here, but it was facing into my glass windows, so I replaced those with those thin ones instead. May as well, since those look way better anyways. Yes, I can officially say that my lab is complete, at least on the inside. And during the night I organized the loot basement more and even added an item frame above the chest. And wouldn't you know, the legendary jungle monkey reappeared. And I found it in the morning. I ended up wasting all of my Ultra Balls again and defeated it and flew to the Pokemart to buy more Pokeballs. But hey, let's do the exciting part that we all have been waiting for. Let's place Mew into the cloning machine. I am extremely sad we won't have my in-game reactions to this, but it is what it is. So I placed Mew into the cloning machine and it was scanning. Then I saw it wanted some type of boost. So I ran as quickly as I could down to the basement to get those blocks. I picked them up and ran straight back up again. I was so stressed that I even forgot to bring the gold block. So I crafted it and placed it into the cloning machine and the machine started processing. The wait was really nerve-wracking and exciting. The cloning process was done and I didn't get V.II. It was a Ditto instead. So I engaged the Ditto and caught it. I was honestly not too sad about that, since I always wanted to get a Ditto anyways, but I was not completely satisfied yet. I want V.II. So I went down to my basement to craft the blocks again. Turns out I didn't have enough gold, so I went on a new journey to find gold in one of those closed desert temples. There was none to be found. So the next day I went back into the caves to mine the gold there. I must admit that I searched for gold at the wrong block height for a little while. But man, can we just appreciate how cool these caves are? But I picked up the gold and got out of there. But I desperately needed more money to buy more Pokeballs. So I crossed the ocean to find villages with Poke Centers where I could loot and sell the items. Suddenly, a new legendary Pokemon spawned. The name was not familiar to me, but I stopped and looked for it. Hey, look at that, it's one of those new dog sword Pokemon. Sadly, I'm still not recording my own audio here, but I was excited. We had a battle for a very long time. I really wanted to catch it and I used up all of my Ultra Balls again. And I decided to not lose this one. I wanted the dog, so I caught it using my last Master Ball. Then for the rest of the day I flew around and looted many Poke Centers, until I had enough money to buy a full stack of Ultra Balls again. But if I'm going to have a chance of catching V.II later, I'm going to need another Master Ball. And from my experience, the quickest method of getting a Master Ball is in Ultra Space. So I used Arceus' special ability and spawned my own wormhole to Ultraspace. So I'm back in Ultraspace again. Yay! You guys know how much I love it here. I spent a painful amount of time up here. I don't know why, but I was really unlucky this time and it took forever before I actually found a Master Ball. And I want to spare you for this time and just jump back when I'm back in the overworld. I was not back in the overworld before day 276, and we're getting real close to the end now. Therefore, I decided to wait a little bit with Mewtwo and continue building my home base. This entire process would have been so much easier in creative. You guys won't believe how many times I fell down. Construction really is the most dangerous job out there. But anyway, the roof is almost complete, and now it is time to do what we all have been waiting for. As I woke up on day 279, I have already done some reading online, and I learned that a cloning machine does not need one boost of every block. I could only use diamonds if I liked, and I imagine that is how you would do it, if you wanted the highest success rate. So I brought with me 3 blocks of diamond up to the laboratory.
Alright, scanning. I'm gonna put diamond, diamond, diamond. Oh my goodness. Alright, please, please don't give me the door. Please. It is Mewtwo! Nice! Yes! Yes! He's so big! Where are you going? Where are you going?
Oh my goodness, I did not expect Mewtwo to escape. Really glad I had a roof so that they didn't, fly away. I'm not even gonna try to use any other Pokeballs than the Master Ball. And it broke free! I'm sorry, I'm just teasing you. I caught Mewtwo.
Boom. Oh, it broke! No! My good-looking machine. My laboratory. Oh my goodness. Alright, peasy, peasy, peasy. Look at that guy. Mew, get out of here. There's a new king. Let's see, let's go where it's light outside. Look at that guy. He's pretty tall, right? Yeah, there's a big Mewtwo, I think.
Mewtwo is going to be very helpful when it comes to building around here. Instead of sleeping, I decided to build inside the main hall and get my badge pillars up. I am doing it more or less the exact same way as I did in my previous settlements. I really liked how I did it there, so I wanted it here too. I can't forget about the orb either. It's not fully filled up yet. So I went outside to battle some Pokemon and catch some cool ones that I liked.
Look at that guy. We got a monkey. We got a monkey. Another monkey. Hey man, you wanna join me? He did not want to join my team, so I will just take him out actually. Look at that purple big guy. Ah, my Mewtwo took it out. Very, very good. What do I get? What do I get? I get Ghost DMC. Yay!
Incineroar!
Oh my goodness, look at that guy. I want that guy. Yeah, I got him.
The next morning I continue working on the main hall room. I figured it will be really cool with some redstone ceiling lights here too. Then I noticed some bosses right outside.
Oh my goodness, I have 2 of them. A legendary and a ultimate. Oh my goodness. Can I even defeat those guys? Alright, Charizard, grow, be a big boy. Oh, you did a lot of damage here. Very good, Charizard. Oh, I won.
Once I dealt with the bosses, I went underground to mine some redstone since I was all out of them. I also wanted to test a theory. What will happen if this Geodude here were to accidentally fall into the water? I don't know. I feel like he should be dead now, It's a new day and I have enough redstone to build a supercomputer. Okay, maybe not that much, but I continue where I left off and finish the ceiling. Very nice. Now I just need to connect it to a switch somewhere. And after doing some thinking, I decided to extend the back wall to make room for a little hidden redstone stairway. Then I worked on a hidden redstone path through the entrance of the building, so that I can have my switch there. This process took a long time as I have never played around with redstones before. I didn't even know that redstone needed a thing to extend their length. But at the end of the day I got it working, but it was still not as bright as I would like. I don't want to bore you to death, but I spent more time on this than I should. We're just gonna jump to nighttime the next day, when I was finally done, and I also placed some lights under my badge pillars too. It looks really good, but still not as bright as I would like. Then the next day I battled some Pokemon outside to fill up the orb of mine. Then I returned to building. It is crucial for me that I have all my walls and roof done before we hit day 300. I'm still not super duper happy with my block choices here, but it just gotta do for now. Okay, so I don't have many days left, and I must fill up my orb. So I traveled to the forest biome next to my old settlement, and just fought against every Pokemon that I saw there. Then I decided to battle a gym nearby, figured that would go faster. The trainers there were the same level as me, but all of my Pokemon were so much better, especially Groudon. He obliterated everyone there. And eventually something amazing happened. My Dragonair evolved into Dragonite. Another challenge of mine completed. Am I the best Pokemon trainer or am I?
Hell yeah, I got my Dragonite! Come here, you baby. Still look like a baby with a big head. What are you wearing? Is that a diaper or something?
The orb is almost filled up, and I continue defeating wild Pokemon here in the desert. I also would like to share how freaking awesome my Charizard looks at nighttime.
That looks so cool! Wow, look at my Charizard. Damn.
We are on day 290. Only 10 days left. That is crazy and kinda sad. I was back in the forest just defeating more Pokemon for the entire day and night.
Oh, it's raining again. I don't like it. I don't like it. Groudon, help me out here.
Let's jump to the next day when I finally defeated the last Pokemon.
You're so big. You're so fat. One more. Who will be my last victim? Swiper, you will be the last one. Easy squeezy, lemon squeezy. The orb is done.
I did it! The orb was fully filled up, and I flew over to the Fire Shire thing. These are the same ones that was close to my old settlement, but after the Pixelmon update, they have been redesigned. Looks very good. I didn't have any Master Balls, but I do have around 60 Ultra Balls, I believe.
And there we have it. Let's put it in it. Oh, Moltres did appear. Oh, there it is. Moltres, baby. Okay, Groudon, you will do nothing. Actually, you know what? I will just change out my Pokemon to Dragonite. Can you do something? A Hurricane shouldn't do too much damage. That's good. Now, we're gonna throw some Pokeballs. Oh no. What are you doing? Oh my goodness. The Moltres is hurting itself now. Oh no. Oh my goodness. The Moltres is hurting itself. What do I do? Oh, the Moltres gonna kill itself. I can't believe this. Oh, Moltres snapped out of confusion. Oh, I got him! Nice! Oh, I really didn't think I would get it there. I was sure the Moltres would end up killing itself. I was so sure. Damn, got myself another legendary. Hell yeah. Oh, it's a bit tiny though. It's like not the biggest Moltres I've seen. But it's a Moltres nonetheless. At least I'm sitting very comfortably on it.
I was back home the next day and I worked as fast as I could on finishing the house, or somewhat finish it at least. And I gotta say, V.II is a really good helper. And the work continued the next day as well. So much to do, so little time. I do like the front of my house now. I just wish the roof was slightly taller and wider. But I can't redo that now. And during the night, I had a new visitor.
Look who I found here in the jungle. Look at you guy. Yeah, jumping around.
He got knocked out instantly. Poor monkey. And I returned to building again the next day until a new legendary appeared.
Okay, we got another legendary. Tabu Bulu. Tabu Bulu? Oh, there he is. Look at that guy. Oh no. Hey man, Tabu Bulu. I have no idea what Pokemon you are, but you're a legendary, so just gonna get some damage. Oh no, I killed it.
And here I thought I would be able to surprise you guys with a legendary catch at the end. But yeah, I'm now working on making some extra rooms upstairs. I won't have the time to decorate them or anything, but I imagine I want one of the rooms to be a bedroom and the other room can be something else.
Oh my goodness. We do not have many days left. Hey, is a boss there? Yo, Stinky! Hey, you stink! Get out of here!
I really don't know what I did this day. I just ran up and down the house. I think I was just organizing something, I don't know. Anyway, the next morning I made a little pathway up to my house. Originally, I hoped I would have enough time to have breeding machines out here, right next to this dirt path. But sadly, that won't happen this time around. Also, you guys know about Pokemon leagues, right? At least in the Kanto Champions League, there's like a huge bonfire there. And I wanted something like that for my settlement as well. I believe the fire is supposed to be from the legendary Pokemon Ho-Oh. I have no idea how to find or even catch that Pokemon. But anyway, I wanted that, so I built it. And I think it looks great. So I went around and hung up the remaining badge on the pillars and finally finished the roof. At least for now, until I will change it later. We are on day 298 already. Are you kidding me? I flew around my home with those empty maps that I got from the water tower, and I hung them up in the stairway down to my basement. Then I went outside to make a little garden, I think? I don't know, I just wanted something there. Suddenly though, a very red Paris appeared, and I caught it and I even got an achievement. Was that a shiny Pokemon or something? Okay, so this is kinda like the last day, but I didn't really do anything besides getting my ranch blocks from the old settlement, and I brought them here and just prepared for the final day. And guys, we did it. 300 days in Pixelmon. And I completed my final challenge by giving my first Pokemon Charizard rare candies until it hit level 100. I also had some leftovers, so I got Groudon up to level 100 too. Now, I want to give you guys a tour.
Oh my goodness, look at all my Pokemon, look at my Zombie Gyarados, look at my Tyranitar, look at my Rayquaza, look at my Salamence, look at, that's not my Pokemon, look at this beast looking thing, and look at this Hooper, what is it called, Hoopa, and look at that, we got my legendary birds, we got the Galleon Zapdos and recently caught Moltres, that's great. We got my bonfire up there, it looks good, and look at those things here. We got a cute Celebi and a Victini, 2 tiny mythical Pokemons I believe. And here we have my big house, my big new settlement, and I have my 2 best watchdogs outside, making sure no intruders comes in, you know. The entrance looks pretty good, they added one of those Japanese things from the water tower there. Hell yeah, let's enter. And the lights is already turned on, let's turn it up. Ooh, that's so cool, let's turn it back on again. Woo. Here we got all my badges. I was a bit lazy and did not add any, like, I didn't put the name of them above. But I will probably do that at one point. Looks very good, a lot of badges. And if we go down here, we see my map. Look at this map. Hell yeah. And if we go down here, here we have all of my loot, all of my things. We got my rock blocks there, my wooden blocks there, my tools there, a lot of different type of Pixelmon items here, and some random things there, my entrance to a cave down there, my cobble generator machine down there, all very good. And if we kind of go up to the second floor, I guess, this is kind of like a second floor, we got my trading machine, there's no one I can trade with in this world sadly. Then we got my healer machine, very useful. If we go up one more floor, here we have my laboratory, and look, we got Mew and Ditto in here. That is so nice. Even a fridge. Oh no, I did not close it. Come on, this is turning me insane. Why can I not close the fridge? And yeah, I'm not completely done up here as you can see. I think I'm gonna expand the laboratory all the way over there. Here's gonna be like some type of chill out area I think. Also, as I said earlier, I want to raise the roof. I'm gonna do some parkour to get over there. Let's see. I did it. And I figured this room here can be turned into a, I don't know, bedroom? Yeah, I think that's good. Also really do need some lights up here, for sure. Yeah, that is my home. That is what I built so far. Okay, and before we say goodbye properly, we need to get out my Pokemon. Alright? Groudon, Charizard, Arceus, Drodigion, Mewtwo, and Dragonite. All of my favorite Pokemon. All of my big... Where's Mewtwo? I'm gonna fly with him. Look at this! Look at my Pokemon park here! And I even have more good Pokemons hidden in my computer somewhere. Look at this! All I have left to say now is just... Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this. I had a lot of fun. I had extremely much fun doing this. Look at all the Pokemon. What are they doing? Are they fighting each other now? Are you guys fighting each other? You guys better not fight each other. I think they wanna come to me. Come to me, my Pokemon! Come! Come here! Oh my goodness, they came fast. That's about it. I have nothing more else to share. Besides, I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I hope you guys had a good time. I don't know, if this video gets a lot of likes, if I get a lot of subs, I might do like a bonus video where I just could finish off this entire place. And make it more beautiful.